Yeah, so he grew up in Arizona, but he's been in New Mexico for like 5 years now or something. So he's been here for a while. He knows the Twins really well. He's a really good Peach player. I don't really know what to say about him besides that. He's probably one of the top ones. I don't know how far top.
Yeah, almost comparable to the other best Peaches in the nation, really.
Yeah.
So, as for David, though, his Squirtle, we don't really know about Squirtle in New Mexico. There's not really other Squirtles that come to mind besides Dakar.
Yeah, Dakar, yeah. Dakar Squirtle's really good, but yeah, he doesn't ever play anymore, so sad.
I don't think that David, Twin One, really knows a lot of the Squirtle tech.
No, I don't think so, but he doesn't use much of the Squirtle tech,
but
I
he
think
just uses fundamentals.
Right, he uses fundamentals and he uses some basic
Squirtle player formerly, you would have.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and he abuses the side B like a lot, which is good. Yeah, double kill there. This is going to be tough for Red Team, honestly. Yeah. They're playing against two veterans. I feel kind of bad because I think we forced them to join teams and enter this tournament. Because Neil and I will be teaming at this. Hopefully you'll see us play later, and you're going to see some stuff, I think, I'd say.
It's going to be a surprise, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Not what you're expecting, probably. But yeah, I mean, the point is that they probably wouldn't team just to give lower skilled players a better chance.
Right.
But
they generally don't.
Because we announced a rookie team, they probably decided to. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, it's fine.
It'll at least be a good experience for Team Cap, both to be on stream and to be playing with better players.
Yeah. And I think it's important to play your real team sometimes because you got to get that practice in.
I hope he knows that he can borrow the stock. He could probably borrow it now.
Yeah. So a lot of the newer players too, they don't like to do it. You know, they feel bad about it. You know, they don't want to take their friend's stock.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll make much of a difference. Anyways.
Yeah, it really won't. But
like not to be mean to the Red Team.
Of course.
So what could Red Team be doing better right now? Well, obviously, I'd say that you should start practicing more of stealing stocks because you should always 2-to-1 disadvantage is always bad.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this later, try to remember that. Try to remember that 2-on-1 is always a bad situation.
And there's also something to be said about timing when you borrow the stock. Sometimes the player that's left alone might want an opportune situation.
Definitely.
Especially if there's a difference in skill between the two partners. Then the better player might want to stay in for a while until the lower player takes a stock.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's reasons, and this Link seems to actually be doing okay in the 2-on-1. He seems to know some Link stuff at least. He's rolling a lot.
He didn't even hookshot there. Yeah. I wonder if he knows what the hookshot.
And yeah, Twin One and
even though this is near the end, I do like that the Link just instead of rolling immediately from the edge, which is common when you're the last player left, he just got up and shielded, which is usually a surprise option. Most people don't see that coming. The players are talking about the stages right now. Again, I really think comfort matters more, and when you're honestly outclassed, just find a stage you're most likely to do well on.
Yeah.
The stage you have most practice with.
Right. And, there's always going to be times when you're going to play people who, you might not necessarily think you have too much of a chance against, but what you want to do is just play your best anyways, see what they're doing that you're not, and try to adapt to it, Like, any match is going to be winnable at some point.
Absolutely.
Even if you feel very, overpowered, which has happened to me plenty of times, you want to get the matchup experience as best as you can. Don't give up just because you think you're gonna lose or whatever. Because even if you are gonna lose, it's really not a good reason to give up. You should still be playing as if you want to win and as if you want the experience.
And there's always things for them to learn too. I don't think the Link player knows that he can hookshot after air dodging.
Yeah, maybe not. And even if he knows it, he might not think it's very good, but it is really good.
Yeah. The Ganondorf player really loves his forward Bs, which I'm okay with. Is fine.
I do like
teams. It's less great. Generally, grabs are not as good as teams.
I do like that side B. He always goes for the down B afterwards. That actually is not guaranteed. It only works if they miss the tech.
Correct. Or if they tech roll away.
Right.
Or even tech in place. So it covers 3 of the 4 options.
Yeah.
But it also does timing issue too.
If you do it every time, though, you can they'll always tech roll. I think also, like, if you tech roll in place, most of the time, it'll still dodge it. Because you'll have invincibility frames when it goes through.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, again,
unless they
delay.
predict. Right, they could.
He probably isn't one, too.
Yeah, I think he's just going.
This is the fourth time that they've actually grabbed each other, the red team.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. But, you know, it happens. Like, there's team damage on for a reason. Stuff like that happens. Just you got to practice trying not to hit each other. One thing is, like, with teams, you got to remember, like, it's not two one-on-ones. Like, you two should be complementing each other. I mean, like, I'm not very good at teams, so I'm not really one to talk. But how teams really works is, like if you watch Light play, you'll see he really, like, keeps an eye on his teammate as much as he keeps an eye on the enemies. Because he doesn't want to hit them, he wants to save them when he can. And it's not just about, like, going and fighting the one that you want to fight. It's about your team as a whole.
You know, this is a weird theory of mine.
Okay.
And this might just sound like pointless speculation to you guys out there, but I think teams is almost like 1.5 plus 0.5 versus 1.5 plus 0.5. Because the player that's winning the 1v1 can choose to go on to the other player at any time.
That's true.
Switch it from a 1v1 to a 2v1 and leave the other player in the dust. So, in a sense, like, that player can contribute to both 1v1s at the same time. Just a theory.
That's true, yeah.